Alright, hey, HadesOmega here, and welcome to another HadesOmega solar powered garage video. Alright, so I've got the super struts laid out here. We're gonna do our test fit kind of layout today, just like I did last time for the second string. So what this helps do is it helps like put everything in place, all the fasteners and hardware. It pre like sets it. All right, so when you go up on the roof, you don't have to mess around with anything. You know, you just have to do some little adjustments, put the solar panels down, and then just bolt it in. All right. Pretty much the only thing that we have left to do that's kind of requires a little fabrication is to drill the holes in the frame, and we can't do that until well, I still have to drill the holes in the bracket. All right, so that would help too. I'll do that tonight. All right, but we're gonna lay the panels down and then figure out where to put all the nuts and everything, and the brackets, and then see if we have all the necessary fasteners and hardware that we'll need to put it on the roof. All right, and then tomorrow or sometime this weekend, it's Friday by the way, so like tomorrow, I'm gonna go up on the roof and start working on it. All right, my plan is to put, just like last time, just put up all the flashings and the standoffs one day, and then connect the rail if I get around to it, and then put the solar panels up the next day, and then maybe do the wiring the next day. All right, or 3 days, is what I'm thinking it's gonna take to put everything up. The days are getting shorter, but HadesOmega is waiting for the weather to get cooler. All right, it had got cooler for a while, and then it got hot again this week. I don't know what happened, man. It's October now. I'm kind of waiting till the end of October to get the third string online, so I can get the data, the solar panel data, or the solar power generation data for October, and then November will be a new month. We'll put the third string online, and then we'll be all good. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that's the plan. So I'm just gonna I'm not gonna do in-depth video just like last time. I'm just gonna speed it up, and then you'll see me putting it all together, and then we'll take a look at everything in the end. All right. So if you remember, the last thing I did was install the rail extensions, just like last time. It's pretty much the same exact setup as last time. These solar panels are gonna go on top of the second string that we put up, okay? And then yeah, I painted the solar panel frames black, so like it looks like the other ones. All right. All right. I got my super grip gloves here. Oh yeah, let's take a look at the stuff that I got. All right, so I've got my super grip gloves on. It makes you super strong, all right, as you get more grip to help me carry the solar panels. I've got my bucket full of tools here, all right, or it's a stool full of tools that I think I'll need out there. All right, I still have a pretty full thing of sealant, but I don't know if hopefully it hasn't all hardened in there. We'll find out. I think I just need to pull out the hard stuff on the front, and I think it'll be fine. There's a lot. There's like 3/4 left in there, so hopefully we can use it all, or hopefully we don't use it all. And then this is all the hardware. I've got everything all laid out. This is all the stuff for the mid clamps. All right, this is all the stuff for the end clamps right here, most of it. These are the grounds, and then these are the end covers. I already have one of the covers on there already. All right, we will be running covers on both sides. The reason I didn't run the cover on the first string is because I wanted the water to drain out of the rail. I didn't want it to pool up in there. All right, so I left them out intentionally. Yeah, and then that's it. Okay, so let's hop to it. I don't think I'm really gonna need all these today. Okay, maybe just some of the wrenches and stuff. Okay, and maybe this thing is good for my knees. All right. Okay, hop to it. All right, HadesOmega here, and there it is. It looks great. Okay, so let's go take a look at it. Everything went together like I planned it to. I'm not missing anything that I don't think I need. One thing I thought about is, what if I drop one of these bolts somewhere and I can't retrieve it, you know? Definitely, well, you know what? I just realized that. So most of this hardware is stainless steel, all right? Stainless steel is not magnetic, okay? It's not that magnetic, okay? So I can't use a magnet tool to pick it up. I just realized that. I'm like, uh-oh. Yeah, I just realized that. Everything else, probably the rails, but yeah. So if I drop a bolt somewhere and I can't retrieve it, it would be good to have extra bolts lying around, is what I'm gonna say. I think I have an extra bolt or two lying around, so that'll be okay. I'll keep them in the garage just in case I drop it, all right? I could just imagine it happening, man, and it's like, oh, well, what do I do now? Type of thing, all right? So it's always good to have a little bit extra fasteners than you think you need. All right, but yeah, everything I planned out, it seems to work, all right? So here's the end clamps right here, all right, looking good. There should be a locking washer, all right? I have the locking washers there. Everything is just hand tight, all right, guys? It's not, I didn't tighten it down super tight. I've got about, I don't know, about 5 inches of rail on this side and about 5 inches on this side. It's perfect. Yeah, pretty good. Okay. The brackets look good. Hopefully those the end clamps will clamp down pretty good on that, because I've had problems with this caving in, all right, when you tighten it. But I made sure I bought the right washers this time. Last time I bought washers that were way too small, fender washers. Yeah, okay. But the other ones are doing okay. And then these are the center clamps right here. They look good. All right, the black finish on the panels looks great, man. It looks like it was that way. Well, if you do look up close, you can tell the paint job is not super duper good, but it looks good from a distance. That's all that matters. Okay. Here's what I got left. All right, I've got the 3 grounding clamps here, and I have an extra one. We're gonna connect. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna ground all these panels together, and then we're gonna ground it to the second string, all right? And then that'll be it. We won't have to do anything else, okay? So the 4th one is to connect to the other, to string 2, all right? And then we're just gonna run a ground wire from all these 3 to the other one. Yeah. So I don't know, it could either go this way and just right around, or it could go this way and down this way. It depends on how much cable we have. I bought 15 feet of cable. Okay, yeah, so I realized I should probably measure it out, all right? So I think I'll probably clamp it somewhere right here, okay? My idea is. And so we're gonna run this tape measure, see how much we're gonna need. All right, it's gonna go all the way here, and then it'll probably go underneath here. Yeah, it'll go underneath the rail. So here's about 8 feet, okay? So 8 feet to here. Oh boy. Now I think we got it. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we can take the long direction. We find we've got an extra 2 feet. I think that is perfect. So I bought the right cable. Okay. So the ground cable will fit. All right, the 15 feet will be perfect. I'll have like 2 extra feet sticking out of that way. If anything, we could run it. Ooh, that would be kind of hard because it's in the center. Yeah, we want to run it this way because it's on the edge. It'll be easier to get to. So we'll run it this way, and then I'll put it underneath the rail here. All right, and then underneath that rail, we'll run it that way, and then connect it to the solar panel that's like right here. Okay, so just imagine the other string is like just right here, sitting on top of each other. And like, I'm not sure. I think the solar panels they're just gonna touch. All right, guys. These are just gonna sit on top of the other solar panel. We can't put any kind of clamp on there because there's nothing to clamp down, all right? So basically they're just gonna be resting on top of the other solar panels. Okay, and then what we got left is the end clamps, all right? So I need to I need to drill the holes for this still. Okay, I got 4. Okay, so the last thing I gotta do, I'll do it tonight off camera. I got these 4 fender washers in 1/4 inch. We need to, okay, so these ones are gonna go on the end clamps, all right? I don't have them installed on the end clamps, all right, that's fine. Should I put them? No, I think it's fine. It should be perfect. There's a lot of bolts sticking out on there. All right, yeah, I don't see it, but I guarantee you there's a lot of bolts sticking out of there. Okay, and then, so these are the 4, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then these are the 4 that will be here, okay? So we're gonna drill the solar panel like right here in the center. So and it should come out the other end, okay? And then, so I need to drill that hole in the center, and then there'll be a washer, all right? There'll be a bolt. It'll go like this, all right? And then on the other end will be a locking nut. All right, and then that's it. Pretty simple. So that should be it. Okay, so I don't really have to use any of these tools, all right, but I will probably be using the tools to tighten this stuff down. Like I said, everything is hand tight. There it is. It looks beautiful. Oh, another 900 or so. Is it 900? Not quite 900. Almost 900 watts, but you know you only get like half of that, right? I want to say. So yeah, I've been looking at the power generation, and it looks like we never make more than like 1.5 kilowatts. So I think we're fine. We'll hit 2 kilowatts in the daytime, like with this solar panel setup, and I think we'll be good. So that'll be an extra maybe like 3 kilowatts in the day or something. So these solar panels are probably the weakest solar panels that I have, right? It's 3 of the weaker solar panels. If you remember correctly, I already have 2 of these. Okay, so I have these. I can't remember which one these are, but I'll put a subtitle below what solar panels these are. But these are the weaker ones. I think these are like 280 watts or something. All right, my most powerful ones are 320. I kind of wish that I'd gotten all these ones, all right, because if I knew I was going to put 9 up there, then we might have too much power, all right? I'm not sure, just telling you guys now, we might have too much power. Maybe the charge controller will not be happy. That's what I'm going to say. All right, but anyway, the voltage should all check out though. Everything's in parallel. The voltage will not rise, okay, if we click these up, but the current will rise, all right? There's another thing. I'll go over it real quick, okay? But yeah, so there it is. All done. So I'm going to take all the fasteners, all the mounts and stuff out, the end clamps and the center clamps off, and then leave all the nuts there. So when we install it, everything will be roughly in the right place. Okay, we might have to move it a little bit, but it'll make it a lot easier to install. I installed the plastic end caps here. Okay, the blue ones. Pretty good. You can't even see where the rail extension is because it's hidden underneath this. So we have to start here, okay? And we're going to start. I'm going to install it pretty much like how I installed the other ones, okay? We're just going to mirror it, but it's just going to be higher. The only thing is that the part of the roof that we're installing it on is actually the roof of the house, okay? So it's not an overhang anymore, so I can't like just go down and see if I drilled it properly. So, but from what I've looked at, is that the rafters match the rafters that are going to the overhang. So if I make a straight line, all right, where the standoffs are, it should hit the rafter. Maybe. Okay. Keyword is maybe, but we might still have to get up in there and check it out. I'm not sure. So. Okay, so yeah, I'm planning to install it something like this, all right, but it's dependent on where we're going to have to put the rails, all right, but something like this would be fine, all right, but you've got a lot of adjustability. You can adjust it a whole lot, so it doesn't have to be perfect like this one, okay? It could be more in the center, more in the thing. What we'll do is we'll just match the other ones, okay? But I like this. This looks good. Okay. All right. Let's go take a look at the. This will be for later. All right. This isn't really the solar panel install. It's the wiring. This will be for the wiring, right? Because the wiring we're going to change because we got three strings now instead of 2. All right.
Let me go put all this stuff away, and then we'll go party.